Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I'm in the process of leaving my comfort zone here on the ranch and going into the real world that surrounds me. Normally, like I say, I go to foreign countries to escape the craziness here in the United States. And but now I'm fixing to join it, and I'm already coming upon a lot of problems. And one good thing is I thought I was misunderstanding a lot of things, and the electronic stuff I still have a hard time with the electronic stuff. The phone, like I say, I really don't use my laptop anymore. I just use the tablet. And but I've noticed now I'm looking for information. I'm looking for things I need to do to I just to get up and leave. I have nothing. Remember, I sold my bus, so that was my ace in the hole. So now, without the bus, I need to figure out how I'm going to make this move and where I'm going to make this move. This is one reason why I'm trying to get in to doing the Hoi Chi. I just strictly do the Hoi Chi when I'm out of the country. That's all I do. And when I come back to the United States, I normally just work on the ranch and then just kind of don't go to town anymore than I have to. But now I'm put in a situation where I need to start doing things. And one thing that I've noticed is it's because I've been going to town a lot now, and I've been traveling around more in the United States than I normally do. I'm fixing to do even more. And one thing that I've noticed is etiquette. Etiquette. That might not be the right word. I don't really want to call it being moral, but there's a lot of things, or immoral. There's a lot of things I've noticed that are presented dishonestly, and like I say, I thought it was me. I was making a mistake, and it's not so much me. I'm being misled by a lot of advertisements. They lead you to believe something, and then they don't stand behind it. And I think in this electronic age that we're in now, people feel they can say things and do things without standing behind the words that they put out. I've heard things about Craigslist. Craigslist used to be, I thought it was a good thing. I liked it. I used to use it. And but I guess there's a lot of scams going on that. And then when you see something advertised, even when you're going down the road and you see something advertised and you get it, it's being presented dishonestly. I mentioned I did a while back. I bought a Jeep Liberty, and they're known. I didn't know at the time, but they're known to go bad about 120,000 miles. And this one here had 130,000 miles. And electronically everything was running, but there's something wrong with the motor. And and the one that had it didn't say you got a problem with the motor. So he didn't say that. Oh yeah, it's working good. Just a little bit of a valve job and it's ready to go. Well, it wasn't quite like that. So But it's not just that. I mean, I can't sell something that I have and tell somebody, "Oh yeah, it's pretty good," and then when I know it's not, you know what I mean? But I think people don't mind lying. I try to find another way of saying it, but that's really what they're doing is they're lying. And for some reason, people like to lie, and they know they're getting caught, and they still do it. So it's really concerning me. These are Americans now. I'm used to this in foreign countries. I mean, they're uneducated, and I've even mentioned a lot of places people are just downright immoral. And but now I'm finding a lot of it here in the United States, and they're using trickery, like I say, misleading, and I've had to go to using cash. I try to use cash on everything that I can because simple things don't turn out that way. And it seems like once they have your credit card information and they take the money out of it, then it's a little bit more difficult to get it back. I mean, I heard, well, yeah, you just give the credit card company a call and then you dispute it and then it'll be all over. But a lot of places got these policies, and these policies exempt them from their bad behavior. And so, like I'm saying, like in misleading you, making you think one thing when it's not quite like that. So it's kind of taking the person to person kind of thing out, and that's really what I do best is person to person. Because like I say, I'm real trusting for one thing, and I don't give anybody a reason to distrust me. I stand behind my words, and even when I'm wrong, I pay for it. You go one way or the other, I'm going to pay for it. But I just don't even, I mean, if I say something's good and it's no good, hey, I'll buy it back. You got your money back. You know what I mean? But that doesn't rarely happens to me. And I was thinking about that when I was talking about the gold and silver. There's a lot of fake gold and silver now. So not only you're trying to learn how gold and silver works, you have to learn how to spot fake gold and silver. And so that's going to make it even more difficult for using gold and silver. When somebody gets burned taking gold and silver thinking they're getting the real stuff, later on they find out it was fake. That's not a good thing. That's why I got to get mine from people that I can trust that's giving me gold and silver. And every once in a while I'll go on and test it to make sure too. But I try to stay with people I can trust. And because I don't want to take a chance on me giving out some fake gold and silver. But like I say, there's so much dishonesty and representation, and it's all around us. And like I say, the internet is just going really bad. I mean, we already know about fake news. Well, it's the same thing that the news people do. They misrepresent stuff. And it's done like that. And that's why I think why people they're amazed when I do the Hoi Chi and I tell them what's going to happen, and they don't believe it. And the people standing around watching, they believe it. but if you don't see it, that's why I do a lot of business when people are watching. Because it's one of these things you have to see it to believe it and experience it to believe it. And so a lot of people think, well, you're just saying stuff, but I say, this is what I do. There's a reason why I can travel around the world and stay gone for months at a time and make friends in the weirdest places out of the weirdest kind of people. You know what I mean? There's a reason for all this. And but anyway, like I say, I've been getting a taste of the third world doing business here in the United States. I'm getting a taste of that right now. I really don't really much care for what I'm seeing, and I'm not sure how it's going to affect once I get off of the ranch. I'm not sure how it's going to affect me. I say things are weird. There's something not right, and I'm not quite sure how to handle all this stuff here in the States. But I'm gonna do my thing, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. And I got to do it one step at a time, and make things work one way or the other. They have to. That's what I do. I put myself in situations where I have to make it work. And like I say, that's called getting out of your comfort zone. When you're in your comfort zone, you can keep things working because everything's under your control and there's no problem. But like I say, I just thought I'd share that with you. I'm just amazed how things are worse than what I thought they were here in the United States. I mean, it's to the personal level, and it's something. But anyway, this Mike, NoStressMike.com.